It's between the lethal injection and the C19 vaccine. Because there's not much of a difference. It's poison that's in your body that don't belong in your body. And once you take this vaccine, you've been bitten by the serpent, and it's only a matter of time before you die by its poison. Also, this RFID chip is another poison which the serpent has among his fangs. Once that chip is inside you, if you're an Israelite, once that chip is inside you, you have no hope of salvation. You've been caught into the wiles of the serpent's traps, and there's no way out. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy. If you see a very venomous snake, even if the snake is slightly venomous, stay away from it. Do not go near venomous snakes. Because if you get bitten by a snake that is very venomous, especially if you don't have the antidote, which we know the antidote to be the Holy Scriptures, then you're going to end up dying quickly by this venom. So stay away from venomous snakes. Even if you do have the antidote, even if you do have the antidote, stay away from venomous snakes. Do not go near the chip. Do not go near the vaccine. It is dangerous. They can get you killed. Never trust a serpent, period. Venomous snakes, especially wild venomous snakes, are very dangerous. You see? For as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. There's always something wicked behind these agendas. You know, even these stimulus checks can be counted as a poison. You can call it a soft poison. You know, a lot of people is going to go wild and end up killing themselves just because they got a little bit of money to spend. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, right? Crouching like snake in tall grass. Okay, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Okay, verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, like how he did Gad when he came over here with his poison, talking about peace, you know. Lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Right. We told you to stay away from venomous snakes, but you wanted to go near the snake because he didn't, approach you. He didn't appear aggressive. You know, snakes are smart. They'll just sit there and wait. And when you least expect it, when you reach your hand out to try to, pet the snake, when you get bitten on your hand, who's going to pity you? You knew the snake was venomous. You saw the yellow and black on the snake. You saw the rattle on the back of the snake's tail, and you still proceeded to approach it. So who's going to pity a charmer that is bitten? Who's going to pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Because the so-called white man is the ultimate sinner on this planet. Just look at what he's doing to the whole planet. The whole planet is poisoned. The air, the water we drink, the water, the oceans, the rivers. Okay, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. Right. A serpent would just sit there and wait. He may not attack you right away, but if you sit around that area, no food or water, and you start becoming dehydrated, and eventually you become too weak to run, then he'll slowly start to approach you, and then he'll bite you, and then right before you know it, you'll find yourself right inside his belly, being eaten away by the stomach acid. Okay? So stay away from them serpents. Okay? An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. You know, oh, we care about blacks, we care about Latinos, we care about the North American Indians, and, you know, we need to see it through that they get vaccinated. They're speaking sweetly with his words, you know? Just like how the serpent spoke sweetly to Eve in the Garden of Eden. Just like how the serpent spoke sweetly to Gad and the other so-called native tribes of this land when the conquistadors and the Spaniards first came over here. Okay, just like during the time of the Maccabees, where when Antiochus came speaking peaceable words, but then he smote the city with a stroke, you see? And our main enemy on this planet is the so-called white man, okay? An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, you know? Oh, look at this RFID chip. With it, you can unlock your doors to your cars, your house, you can unlock your phone, you know? You can, if you got the chip in your brain, you can access the internet. You won't need a phone no more. You know, you'll be as smart as a computer. You know, they make transhumanism seem appealing, but it's actually wicked. Okay. Natural things were never meant to be paired with artificial things. You can't combine naturality with artificial. It's just not going to work, man. Because what do artificial intelligence do? They emitted radiation and all kind of harmful toxins that's dangerous to the body. Okay? So an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. Do not trust this devil. Do not trust the chip. Do not trust Maxine. Okay? But in his heart, he imagineth how to overthrow thee. If he managed to get you chipped, he have successfully overthrew you. If you're an Israelite and you take the chip, he have successfully overthrew you because you have no hope of salvation. If you take this vaccine, he have successfully overthrew you because once those toxins are in your body, you're going to die soon. Okay? He imagineth how to overthrow thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom is on to the next one.